All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is on the come up, a book I'm reading. It's by Angie Thomas. I think it's a New York Times bestseller. Authors of The Hate You Gave Us. It's Concrete Rose, coming 2021. It's on the come up, and it's a book about a young girl in high school, and she's really into hip hop and stuff. She's from the urban communities. Um, I wanted, I almost wanted to say Chicago, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's got stuff to do with like she is, surviving the regular struggles of like, like being like kind of like in an area where people like, people of brown diaspora could be facing like judgment from people and like stuff like do they involve themselves in gangs, or like are they the best student in school, or like are they, do they have an easy life in every way and stuff like that, the way people could be, in situations that, they just end up how they end up. And it could be more of a big deal for people that may not necessarily, you could be a person that's, African American or something. So if you have struggles, it's like, that's like a catch 22, where you would say, sometimes black people are the richest people, are the most famous, most talented, or the most lucky, or the most committed to something, like, God forbid, anything. Or they could be another person who may have had a young mother or something like that, or a person that might have had to move out on their own at a young age. Or in this case, this girl had lost her father at a young age, and her mother had some social issues too. And she ends up being a pretty good rapper, and she's got lyrics and stuff, and she ends up getting a big break. She gets into like a battle with somebody who was like his people's was famous too. I think his dad or something, and he tries to say something low about her father, and she wiles on him and stuff, but she ends up winning the battle. And after that, she starts getting, some clout and some respect from different people. They kind of go through the story of people, like family and friends that she's like kicking it with at the time, and they really like her song. Usually everybody likes her song. Um a little bit of, she gets in trouble in school, like at the metal detector. She had this little candy hustle or something like that, like a little junk food candy hustle in school, and because they changed the like how they did in school, changed all the vending machines to healthy snacks and stuff. So she was booming, selling snacks and stuff, and they try to accuse her of having weapons or drugs or something, drugs, I believe, weed or something. And they pinned her to the ground and this and that, little police brutality, security brutality or something. And it's like, they try to big that up, and it didn't really get too much hype. You know what I mean? So she's doing pretty good. I mean, a little bit of financial struggle, but she's still doing it up. She got good lyrics. She's very likable. She's trying to do her little flirty flirts with the guys and her little best friends and whatnot. And that's pretty much it so far. I'm on part two already. I started this book today, so I'm already on page 203. It's about 400 and something pages, on the closer to 400 pages range. And it's a pretty good read. It's a pretty good way to kind of laugh about stuff that I right here. It says, when I walk into poetry class, she goes, there's the MC of the hour, but she adds, since hip hop is poetry, your grade should never drop again. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. That is the typical like stuff that people who play around with music or fans of music and all the stuff, and the hype about the ups and downs of it. So it's pretty good so far. It's a little bit, it was a rough one for me because it triggers me a lot about stuff that I feel like, as a person that is, African American, I feel like it's just a funny category to talk about when you kind of try to, include like standards of society and things that a young person would be going through, saying that they have a good idea or they got passion for certain stuff, and they have every right and every reason to want to go out there and pursue their passion and not be told what to do, in particular as to say, do you really think you're going to be a famous rapper or something like that? And it's in here, it's in the book, you know what I'm saying? There's plenty of that in here. And her family tries to stick by her and stuff like that. She's like living with family sometimes. Her mom's parted from her life at times, and she's got stuff going on, but she does a great job with her lyrics and stuff. And it's kind of a cute little story about how she's doing it up.